If you give a man a bow and arrow and tell him to shoot, his first response would be, "At what?" If you don't give him the target, there is no purpose of shooting. He could shoot the arrow anywhere and the arrow could end up anywhere. On the other hand, if we gave the archer a target and challenge him to hit the bullseye, everything changes. You now gave him something to aim at, something to challenge his skills against, something to measure his progress with, and something that gives all of his efforts a purpose. All by adding in a simple target. That's what a goal does to a business also. It changes everything. So let's see how to set goals for the business. Today I'm going to share how to combine the two most effective frameworks for the goal setting, SMART and OKR. This is Priyanka Baya, business and strategy expert, helping businesses grow in a sustainable way. Let me begin with 3 important things. A goal is better than no goal. A specific goal is better than a broad goal. A hard and specific goal is better than an easy goal. Because goals provide focus. Goals provide motivation. Goals provide teamwork. Goals increase morale. And goals also help you to measure success. So the thing about goals is that living without them is a lot more fun in the short run. But it seems that the people who get things done, who lead, who grow, and who make an impact, those people have goals. So there are dozens of frameworks for goal setting. But today, I'm going to combine 2 most popular frameworks, SMART and OKR, and tweak them a bit to make it more effective. So SMART is the goal setting framework used globally for personal as well as business goals. And OKR, Objective and Key Result Areas, is a framework developed by Peter Drucker and used by Intel, Google, and a lot of other companies. So let's see how to define business goals in a 3-step process. Number 1, define objective using ACEs. Most goals define positive outcomes that you want your business to achieve. But sometimes you also want to set goals to avoid pitfalls and eliminate a few weaknesses. To help develop goals that cover all these areas, let us use the acronym ACEs. Achieve, conserve, eliminate, and steer clear. Achieve, what do you want to attain in the future? Let's say to increase the profits. Conserve, what do you want to hang on to? For example, strong sense of employee morale, company culture. Eliminate, what do you want to get rid of? Unnecessary duplication of efforts, or maybe competition. Steer clear, what do you want to avoid? A financial crisis or a high staff turnover. Now let's look at the number 2 step. Identify the key areas for your goals. Based on the SWOT analysis, your mission statement, which we did in the last video, and also the above step 1, let's try to identify the key areas for these goals, such as increase in revenue, increase in client base, or reduce employee turnover, or positive cash flows. Please understand, these aren't actually goals yet. These are your key areas to focus on. Number 3, make your goals SMART. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So specific means what exactly are you going to do? Measurable means how will you know if you're succeeding? Achievable means how will you implement this goal? Relevant means does the goal connect to your overall objectives? And timely means when will you achieve this goal? Since we have already identified KRAs based on objectives, we know that the specific and the relevant aspect of SMART is being taken care of. So now we need to work on measurable, achievable, and timely aspects of the goal. So it should not be a goal which is very easy to achieve and should have the element which makes it tough to achieve. So let's rewrite our KRAs as SMART goals. Increase revenue by 25% by December 2021, or add new clients every month. Reduce employee turnover by 25% by next year end. Have a net positive cash flow by the quarter end. I think goals should never be easy. They should force you to work, even if they are uncomfortable at the time. So now it's time for some tips for goal setting. Use pre-mortems. Pre-mortem is basically about identifying potential problems that your own judgment may not even recognize. To imagine a future failure and explain the causes for the same, that helps you to take care of those problems in the beginning itself. Number 2, align your goals. You need to make sure your goals are aligned throughout the organization. According to a research, only 1/3 of managers create goals with employees. So involving your employees early on increases business communication and transparency throughout the organization. Number 3, prioritization of goals. One key principle which you can remember is 80-20, also known as Pareto principle. So look for the most important products, customers, tasks, projects, objectives, and KRAs. It's a technique that focuses on choosing a small set of tasks that will have the greatest effect overall. Long-term and short-term goals. You need to start with long-term goals for your business first, and then break it down to annual, monthly, and weekly goals. To make it easier for you, I'm sharing all these worksheets as always. So please check the description box below and download those worksheets. Remember, the trouble with not having a goal is that you can spend your life running up and down the field and never score a goal. Since you already have done business analysis and define your business goals, I'll be taking you to strategy formulation in the next video in the series. So stay tuned and pick up your strategy out of 27 different strategies. If you have enjoyed watching this video, please like this video. If you want to watch more such videos on entrepreneurship and strategy, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.